Hey, good morning, good afternoon. I don't know if anybody's here. Let me see. Anyway, I'm just trying to put together the breakdown for the toilet that they're working on out here. Anyway, a few things that I kind of got asked about, and I'll probably do maybe a video on it. Hey, what's up, Wes? Or I'll suggest that they come over and look at your channel too. Testing the water and the parameters and the nutrifying cycle for people that are really new to keeping fish. Fairly simple, but I guess maybe a video can't hurt. I'm retired and not doing anything anyway. So, and I'll probably just do it on those, testing the water and the cycle itself. I did this 20-gallon in cycled it 3 days. I had taken one of the sponge filters out of these that I had cycled, the smaller ones, and put it in there. Took a big chunk of that what I call filter floss, cotton stuff, put it in that tank, squeezed it, and all the brown crap, literally, out of it, with the 4 male fish that I have in there, and the shrimp. And I tested it there, nothing, no ammonia, no nitrite. I know that people sometimes get nitrite. I know I do. I get it. Did you get? No, it's not going to be here till like the 27th. They canceled it. I think it must have broke. It was all the way here. I watched it come all the way in. This time I just ordered a bare tank. I ordered my own hang-on filter because I didn't need the fake plant and the little fake castle and that shit. So it was 675 baht, about 700 baht, and it came with a little package of food and a little piece of crap net like this or something. And I ordered a light for it. And hang on, I've already got the sponge filters maturing in this tank over here. So I didn't see any reason. I'll have to go get the stone for the bottom. Was 80 baht, I think it was. For I just got natural rock, something simple. But I can see already that these things are gonna. I forgot how quick they reproduce. I see 2 females over here that look real close to reproducing. So it looks like they're getting ready to deliver. I ordered, the little things to scrape the inside of the tanks, and I ordered the hang-on filter. And let's see what it says here. Out for delivery on the scrapers. Out for delivery on the hang-on filter, and out for delivery on the light. So I just ordered the tank. Oh, what was it? I think a couple of days ago. Here it is here. It's in transit. So it's got to go through their process. I think it says 24 by the 29th to the 3rd. So actually another week or something, which is all right. I don't really need it. I'm just going to take, I ordered 2 males and 2 females of both the tiger deals and the fire dragon or whatever they were. I put the female in the corresponding tanks and took the 4 males, 2 of each, and put them in here because they're the only ones in that tank, just to get the cycle and everything going. And then those little bitty shrimp. We'll see. I'll probably buy a magnetic glass cleaner, the black and bottom. Yeah, I saw that. I bought, I don't know what I did with it. I put it over there. I bought some stuff to stick on, and I didn't. I haven't even put it on yet. I got to do that. But yeah, so hopefully it'll get here. Should be fine. Like I said, this one never spiked, never did anything. I was really surprised. I mean, it probably had some ammonia in it because I dumped the males in there with a little bit of their water, so their transportation water. So I'm sure that it had ammonia in it. And so I guess when I put that sponge filter in there and that big cloud of sugar, seemed to be fine. So we'll find out because I'll do the same thing to that other 20-gallon tank. Oh, my voice is a little, excuse me, shot. So I don't know how long I'll be rambling today. But I was just trying to get a price on, see what I did with that. Sink and toilet. I bought, they delivered all the concrete for this. I have the block, the PVC for the toilet, the PVC for the water, the PVC for the sink, all the concrete to make the block smooth and to do the foundation, the floor, and everything. So the only thing that was for 4,680 baht, and that would include a delivery and what else? Oh, and the 6 rings for the septic and all the PVC and piping for the septic. So the budget was 15. The labor is 6,000, 6,300. It's 7 days, 2 men at 900 a day. And so it's going to be close because the toilet's about $1,000. The sink and everything will be about, well, the toilet's about 1,500. The sink and everything will be about $1,000. And what else did I? The metal panels and the metal he's going to weld up frame, and I'll do just like I did this fence. So it's basically they're just roof panels, and it worked out good. It's perfect, and a door. So it'll be 16 maybe. I think I might have been off a little bit, but I think the labor's a little bit over too. But I let him make a little bit of money. He can use it. I don't see him here today. He's a hit and miss guy is the only problem. If he decides to drink that day, I am waiting for I had one, I think I said it in the live stream, because I had 1.5-inch valve go bad on one of the drains on one of those filters that are concrete, excuse me. I got up at 3 this morning. One of the filter compartments. And I was going to have him do it, show it to him, and then I saw that he had a guy with him, and then I found out they were making a delivery. I said, no, just go with your stuff. I had my wife contact the solar guy, who's the guy that did all that, and electrical and all that kind of stuff, the electrical in here, the solar in here. And he's supposed to be here today. So I'll have him do that and then talk to him about U-Bahn and getting that done. But I'm ecstatic about that house. I remember, I think it was, I want to say it was the first bill that I actually got was 17. I don't know why I said 14. It was like 16,000 baht. And then now the only thing that's light on this is one of the kids is in school now, but the other one's here. So there's 3 air conditioners running all the time and all that kind of stuff. So 1,800 baht, I'm ecstatic. That's just more money I can spend on fish, right? What? Fairly reasonable price going to use. Yeah, the panels like those scalloped ones, I'll probably use the same ones that we use on the fence. I thought they looked kind of cool. They're going to outlast me. I mean, maybe great grandkids might have to, redo the fence 50 years, 60 years from now. I don't know, but I just can't see it. It'll last that 50 years. So, and it was reasonable. I didn't want to spend a fortune. Still trying to get the other house done, so I can put the 1.2 back in my bank account. And that's my little fluctuating, do what I want to do money. Because like I said, I know that I'm probably light on that 15 by 15 by probably 7-8 foot deep pond that I want to put in with all the drum filters and all that kind of shit. it'll be 100. I think maybe I can do it. And on paper it looks great, but sometimes paper lies. But I've been pretty close on most of my estimates. And then hopefully we'll get 2.2 for the house that's in Surin, and then that'll be $500,000. There'll be 5, 6, 7, about 200 or 300. My wife wants to give a chunk to mom and dad. They're just going to shove it in the bank. She's going to get it back when they die, but she wants to give it to them anyway. And the budget that I put together on that, simple rectangular Thai style roofed house, door in the middle, straight ahead, 6 foot wide by 5 or 6 foot deep bathroom, one. The right side, 12 by 12 rooms, 2 of them. On the left side, 14 maybe by 12 living room, a pass-through opening to the kitchen, and a 14 by 12 kitchen, and an outside covered area. So it should be, and I'm going to use him too. Hopefully he'll, and like I said, it frustrates me sometimes, but I got to let my blood pressure come down a little bit. But yeah, so I should be able to do that, then get that. I'll be a lot happier when that's done. But it isn't the greatest or the best time in the world to sell that house. So we'll see. Was the second house a holiday home or? Yeah, kind of. What it was kind of my gift to my wife and the family. Like I told him, I said, I don't know if you've probably seen a little bit of the video of the house. It's pretty big. It's probably about 3,000 square feet. And the whole back is an apartment. Going across the back has a living room, a little kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom, and a door comes into the house, and a door from the back of the house. And then there's 4 bedrooms, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, a master bedroom, 3 bedrooms, and the hallway's really wide. And a large front porch. I like the house. It's awesome. But that's the one that has that major electrical problem. And I've got a half-assed installed solar system there. I got a brand new controller that'll make it 12 kW. The panels are already on the roof. I'm waiting for a battery to be repaired, which I'll find out when the solar man gets here. Because I can almost guarantee you that freaking house is going to be 2,000 baht. It's going to be more than my house with 2, 4, 5 people in it. Air conditioners running all with only one person living there at night. That's it. He works during the day as a caretaker, caretaking the house. He fixes scooters. And it'll be that because they can't supply me clean power. The voltage I'm getting in is 180 volts. And, luckily their DC inverter, refrigerator, air conditioners, everything is DC inverted. Otherwise, they'd all be ruined. And the one system that I've got in there now, one 200 amp hour, 48 volt battery. And but that just runs enough for him to run the air conditioner for a few hours and a fan. And, and it should do it. But obviously it doesn't because last month it was 2, but I think I was there and he was there putting in the system. So they spent 2 days there sleeping in the house and taking showers and all that stuff. And then we were there for 3 days or something. So we'll see. I didn't ask my wife to, I didn't ask my wife to check the bill. When I checked this one, the one for Ubon hasn't been in. But because they said what they wanted to do, they were trying to stick it to me. They said, okay, we can solve your electric problem. I said, what? Yeah, okay, good. They said, what you need to do is install right across the street a new set of transformers. I said, you said you. Does that mean you or me? Oh, you have to put it in. It's 300,000 baht. And I go, okay. So if I put it in, then people that draw off of that will have to pay me back eventually. And oh, no. Yeah, that's just your gift to Thailand, I guess. And I said, well, no. So I'm going to put in a solar system that we'll be able to do that. So what I was getting to on the deal is I told they're getting elderly there, and they like to get out. My aunt, every time I would go there while they were building, she'd want to jump in the truck, even if we were just running down to the 7 to get a soda. Oh, can I go? Can I go? Can I go? And I said, well, I asked my wife, I said, she can do anything she wants. But I said, is there a reason? I'm just curious. She said she wants the air conditioning in the truck. She's hotter than the hubs of hell. I said, oh, okay. So we put an air conditioner in her house, a used one that I had from a rental house. And, but I'm sure they don't use it because it costs money and they don't have money. I gave them money to help them build. They had a house that was half dirt floor, and he was half building a place next to him. So by overseeing my project, I gave him tile and a bunch of stuff to pretty much complete his house. So he has that. But what I told them is, as long as the sun is shining, you don't need to, you could download the program on here, go in there. But if the sun's out all day, go in the house, turn on the air conditioner, turn on the 55-inch television, watch some ties, sit on the floor, eat, cook, do whatever you want. It's free energy and you get cool, but they haven't had a chance to do that yet. So we'll see. Yeah, it sounds about right. It just pissed me off more than anything else. So right now I've got, even though those 2 controllers that I had in here went bad, and I haven't tried to bring them back and get money for them yet. I'll still only have like maybe 150, 180 with a good 400 amp hour or 600 amp hour of battery. So not horrible, but I would have spent more than 300 just because I don't like getting screwed by anybody. I don't give a shit who it is. So and I felt like they were doing that. So the other point that I was making, my wife says, because they haven't given us even though we have an address, we have all the stuff, they're holding and saying, you're not complete, so you have to pay double. So if we're paying here in Surin 4.3 baht a kilowatt, I'm paying double that there. I'm paying 9 there. So they're still screwing me, but not completely. Maybe they're using a little Vaseline. I don't know. Doesn't hurt quite as bad. But anyway, so I'm on a tangent. I'm rambling. So yeah, it was actually David, the other Dave Clark, that was asking, because he's new to it. He's putting in a deal. He's going to do a video on it, and he's putting in a little pond bigger than the one he had. I think you were on when he said that a fish had jumped out, and that same guy, retired, don't give up, Canadian. Anyway, and I guess I should do some beginner stuff just for the hell of it, just to have on the channel in case someone that's starting wants to go back and look at it. So I'll do one on the nitrogen cycle and one on testing. Now, I did send you a message. I don't know if you got it. I saw that you had commented on the floaty deal, saying it doesn't. Where I've got it set in one of those side tanks. It only gets maybe an hour of direct sunlight. It's bright out, it's daylight, but it's not direct hitting it. But direct hitting it maybe an hour, and it's been in there 4 days now, and it's still 100%. So it says that even if it doesn't see any sunshine, it'll go like 2 weeks maybe. I'll have to look and read in there, but it goes a long time. But so far, it's look. I tested the water again, and it's been right on. I think I have it open here. Yeah, that's it here. That's the program. Water is 24 Celsius, and that MV, which I'm really glad that I guess I have, that says how the water is with crap in it, bacteria and crap in the water. The lower that is, lower than 150 is bad, I guess. Between 250 and 400 is good. And then when you start getting up, it starts rolling into another bad situation. But this one's 330 right now, and 7.9. That pond fluctuates from 7.8 to 80 in its complete 24-hour cycle. And I tested the other meter there, and they both were saying 7.8. I still don't try. I still got my test kits right here in the drawer. I test these waters. It's such an easy thing to do. It takes me. I don't go crazy and chase alkalinity and all that every time. But once a month, probably on alkalinity and other stuff, if I see that there's, if I think that there's something. But if I haven't, probably once a month. I use clay once a month. And I every time I clean the filters, I put a little bit of this blue. It's a bacteria boosting. I don't know if it works, but it makes me feel good to throw a little bit in there, like I'm doing something. But I am getting once a year or twice a year. I like to, and people will disagree with me and whatever. I PP my fish in the pond just because it gets rid of a lot of the stuff hanging around. It burns back the algae a little bit of the snails. I don't know if you have snails, but I got those little bitty snails. Not that they're good. I mean, they show the water's healthy, and so does a lot of the algae. But if I don't have a problem and have to PP it, I like to do it at least once a year, twice a year preferably. So I got to do that. I've stocked up, and I'm probably going to get some more. I think I've got like about 2 or 3 kilos of PP, but I think I'm going to order some more. I'm always worried about, because people use that with fertilizer and other stuff, if you catch my drift, to make shit, I'm afraid that eventually they're going to cut it out, and I want to make sure that I've got enough to get me to my end of days. Only one side of my pond gets. Yeah, so if you decide to want to, I didn't know, am I yelling at you in here? Hopefully the sound is good. That would be more than enough. And you can tie it off and whatever. But, the other ones, they're only like 1,400. And if you put it in out of the sunlight in like your back tanks in clean water, flowing water, the 3 probes, you'll get all the information that you need for 1,400 baht versus almost 3,000. So the only thing I like about this one is it's solar, and it's supposed to be a little bit more accurate. But the other ones I find to be, I tested the other ones against this too. One of my older ones. I've got 2 brand new ones and one that used to be in the main pond. And I cleaned it this morning. It's been soaking in water and in cleaning solution or storage solution since I took it out when I put the other one in. And so I calibrated that and tested that, and that's the same thing, 7.9. So everything's all fine. But those, like I say, I highly recommend. I had no problem with those. I think if you have them in a covered area, you don't have a bunch of algae and stuff or anything that's going to get on them. I just use those when I go to 4-star, 5-star hotels. They give you toothbrushes that have those real soft bristles. I've got a bunch of those, and I use those to clean it. And even in this tank here, that's got a crap load of algae. I do it like once a week, and it takes like 30 seconds. And I think you clean your filters once a week, so it wouldn't be a bad deal. And this I've been using for a long time. And I use this form of a cheaper grade form of this in my hydroponics back in the States over the years in the hydroponic grow room. And they work good then because you can continuously put them in. They weren't as fancy as this because I would have liked to have been able to, get it over the internet. These, you had to go and read them, but they were always right there. And I did it because I experimented with some well, deep water culture stuff in the old Home Depot 5-gallon buckets, clay pellets, and in rock wool, and they did good. They got good yields and stuff out of them. They grew like a son of a bitch. But that constantly like that once a week, I'd have to, not flush it completely, but get it out and make sure there was no salt buildups on the roots and stuff like that. It was nice having that floating in there and something that I could trust, But like I said, I still don't trust any of them. If you can tell by your fish. I mean, if they're acting weird, I immediately go to the water and I'll test the water immediately before I do anything. I do like the deal on this one, and I don't know if that one has it, but it does have that, and it shows 0.1, but it's 0. That 0.1 there is chlorine. So if there is a chlorine problem, which unless somebody comes and pours chlorine down, bleach down my well, I just can't see how it would get in there, unless another hose or something. But everything out in my yard, I got two sources. I've got what I'm calling city water coming in, and I've got 2 tanks, 2,000 gallons of that, and then I've got on the top, I've got 2,000 gallons of my well water that it tops up as it drops, and it continuous. And here in Surin, we've had a problem with thanks for the sound, running out of water during the middle of the dry season, 2 or 3 times. One time we had to order it in. They were charging me 500 baht for am I saying IBC? Is that the right for the tank? I think it was 500 baht for an IBC tank. But you don't realize how much you need water, especially if you're, now I won't wipe my ass anymore. I got to have a bum gun, man. It's the only way to go. But not having that ability or running out of water and not being able to take a shower right when you want to, or take 2-3 showers a day. But we went almost 2 weeks like that. And that's when I built this property, I said, no way are we going to experience that, because we were in a rental house right down the street, about 5 minutes on a scooter from here. and we drilled. And then I was going to make this one solar, and I didn't. But the one that we put in Ubon is on 3 solar panels, plus the house is solar now. But that's kind of awesome because that tops off my pond. I got lucky in Ubon and hit the mother lode on water. And what I can do is I can keep that pond completely full year round. So whenever that thing gets down, there's a 2-inch pipe going over to the pond, and it'll dump water into the pond and level it up. And I think this year, I'm going to try I might throw a net out. My uncle's got a net, we can pull across there and take a good look and see what we've got in there. See if somebody wants any of the fish, and then do it again. I had fun taking little, 2-inch fish and throwing a couple hundred of them in there and getting some. They're 50 plus centimeters, so they're good. And some of them are mongrels, what I call mongrels, but they're still cool looking. So my wife likes butterflies, and I think we bought 50 butterflies and put them in there. And I know I've seen 2 or 3 in there, and they're good size too. I got high chlorine here, but a bit weird, as seems my chlorine is higher on one side of. Really? And is it chlorine or is it chloramine? If it's chloramine, you got the blue, the removal deals. That'll take out chloramine, I believe. It's charcoal, right? The other one, chlorine, you can bubble off, but chloramine you can't. And it is, man. Like I said, they put chloramine in, killed half my fish, man, before I could even realize what was going on. Because I'm testing the water, the ammonia's great, everything's great, and the fish are just dying right in front of me. Nothing I could do about it. But I never felt so helpless in my life. I was scratching my head, and I said, man, I wonder if they put something in the freaking water. Sure enough, man, it was loaded full of chlorine. I dumped 3/4 of the water, and then got a filter and started putting it back in, and pulled the fish out, and got a little tank going, and they came right back too. It was amazing. But I know that their lungs or their gills were burnt, but they lived. Let's see. Yes, it's maybe chloramine. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is, which sucks. But like I said, man, if you own that house, so I mean, if you really wanted to, you could punch a well and you wouldn't have that problem. But um, going through all that, it probably wouldn't be. I don't know. If you're putting up like me, if I'm going to have a 20 or 15,000 gallon, a 6,000 gallon, a 1,000 gallon in the front. I want to make sure that I have water. That's why I have 4,000 liters of tank too. Probably don't need that much, but something happens, I want to make sure that I've got good, clean water to do something with, only because of that happened. But I do have to remove it. Plus, I have the filter set up and stuff too. Yeah, I ordered. What's that chemical that gets rid of it? I ordered the actual chemical itself, and I never used it. I got bags of it. It's a white crystal. I forget the name of it. If you said the name, I'd probably know. It removes chlorine, and I think it does chloramine too. But can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it starts trisulfate. I want to say it starts with a T, but I could be wrong. Mine is called OK. If that's the name of it, OK. Or I'm having a hard time. This screen is. I'm used to my big screen. This one's just a television that I have out here. I didn't want to spend the money. I bought from a local. Bought this curved screen one because I bought two of them from Lasada, and they both took a shit, and neither one of the people wanted to honor their warranty. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go and buy I bought an Acer from 32-inch curved screen monitor. I don't know the hertz and all that. Good hertz for gaming or something. And I like that one. I've had that about a year now. I haven't had any problem. I don't hear them over here. Kind of curious on whether they're going to show up, and I should have my camera on. Maybe I can do that. I can do that while we're talking. Hold on a second. Can we pull this down? Good news. You're connected. He's good. Pull this up. You get to this on my phone. Pull this up. Come on. Why aren't you working? All right, there you are. QR code. Scan QR code. Open up program. Confirm login. I'll show you what I'm talking about. My CC, my TVs. I can see out there what's going on. How come it's not working? Oh, there it goes. Guess I have to click the button. I don't want to upgrade right this second. Let's see what this one is. What do I want? I want garage. Swing garage. There we go. Okay. You can see the here. I'll show you. I gotta. Where are you? Where did you go? I hope I didn't do something stupid. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right. Let me add. Share screen. Share screen. Window. There it is. Okay. So there's that's right outside this. There's my building in the back is the garage that I'm in, and I can actually I can zoom in. Where are you? I can zoom in. There's those rings. There's the cube of sand and a cube of rock that he bought. But I don't see any activity. I guess, trying to get him to work more. I love my truck too, by the way. I dig my truck. Let's see. How do I do this? Let me go 2, 4, 4. Put this one up. Yeah, I don't. He usually parks right across the street, right there behind that tree over where, what is that? Where that cow is. Anyway, so I guess one day work for him is too exhausting. Sometimes, I don't know. I love the guy. He is family. But man, what a pain in the ass. Your sound has gone distorted. Okay, it's okay now. Back to normal. I mean, maybe I hit something or made something weird. But anyway, so how's your Christmas? Did you get your? Did you check out your microscope? I think you said you already did, right? I could do something on that too. I've got two. I've got one that's got a digital screen on it with 4 heads, and I've got a regular eyepiece one that has a plug-in camera that goes in one of the ideals so that you can record on your laptop what kind of bugs you're seeing. Most of them, there's 1 or 2 that are like really hard to see, but the rest of them are fairly obvious. But if you're not, I don't know. You got to have a reason. If the fish aren't flashing or doing anything weird, there really isn't anything really do. How long we've been on? Now we've been on 37 minutes. I'm not going to stay real long. It's Christmas Day. Now, did your wife work today, or no? She off today. I guess they don't celebrate it here anyway. Do they? Well, if I put it up here, I can read it better. We didn't open presents yet. No, couple bits I got, but wife wanted to. Very cool. Ah, good for her. I didn't get my wife anything. Houses. But she's at work now. Let's see. She took today and oh, cool. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go. No one else is in here. We probably bullshitted enough. I'm gonna go notify my wife that that he didn't show, and then tell her to text me when the solar man comes, and then I got to get that out because I'm constantly running water out, way more than normal. Luckily, it's coming from my well, so during the day, especially, it's free electricity, so my pump, turn it on and off is no big deal. At nighttime, could be a little bit of cost me pennies, but I just don't. I mean, it's wasteful. Run that right down the drain. I got to redo them. I should have done them different from the beginning. That's one thing about building stuff, and I'm sure you're in tune to this too. You learn something every time you build something. Oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done it this way. I should have done it that way. But I enjoyed building 55-gallon drums. I think you can get just as bad. The only thing with me is they take up a lot of room. With the drum filters and stuff that they have now, I just think they take up less room in there. I'm a lazy bastard, I'm old. I'm not young like you, but you learn something. Oh, I should have done this, should have done that. And every time you build something or do something, you find a better way to do it. Where did you get those slip-in deals for the pipe? Did you order those off of Lasada, or did you get them from the local Taiwazadu or something? I tried to look for those 5 years ago when I was building them. I couldn't find them, and so I'm curious. All right, Dave. Well, Merry Christmas and hope you have a good. Yeah, you too. Take it easy. Yeah, I find that the build stuff I understand it better. Where do you get they make them in 2.5 and 3 inch? Do you know? And where did you get them? And you don't have to answer me now. Send me the next live stream or something. You mean no? You called them, and I can't remember the rubber pieces to slide PVC through. Drill a hole in a tank or something, and you put them in there, and it's a seal. Uh, um, you said you had the name. You said it in your deal, and for some reason it escaped. Uniseal. Uniseal, is that the name of it? I think that's what they were called in the States. The Uniseals, but do they have them? Did you get them off of Lasada? Oh, the Hydro Seals. Did you get them off of Lasada or Shopee, or did you have to go to the Taiwazadu or the local? Oh, you got them from the U.S. Oh, Uniseals. That's the name of them. I'm a little slow. Where did you get them? And then I'll let you go. It's Christmas. Seals are sold at Do Home. Okay, cool. I don't know if I have a Do Home here. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We have a Do Home. And do they call them Uni Seals, or do you have to show them a picture of it or something? All right, I'm gonna let you go. Also sold on Shopee. Okay, cool. I'll look and see. Hydro Seals. HYDRO. Yes. Very cool. Thanks, Wes. Have a good holiday. I'm going to probably do a live stream on Got to Love Thailand on Saturday. So today's Thursday, Friday, 2 days. So if you make it, if you don't, fine. If I don't talk to you before New Year's, have a happy New Year. All righty. I will. They're advertised on Facebook as well. Wow, cool. All right, I'll check it all out. All right. So I'm going to end it. It's just going to go blank. I'm not going to play anything. Take it easy, Wes. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. And have a great day. Take it easy.